All right, welcome back everyone to the next live episode on SAP Analytics Cloud training with me, Anubhav. In this live demo session, I'm going to take you through the basics of Analytics Cloud, followed by a live demo in the system. Our agenda for today's demo session is to start and understand what is SAP Analytics Cloud. Who is this training for? What is the outlook of this training? Why someone should learn Analytics Cloud? Followed by a demo scenario. Towards the end of the session, I'm going to open up the line for all of you, asking your questions face to face in this demo session. If you have any questions related to this training and more details, we will discuss towards the end of the class. So, what is SAP Analytics Cloud and who is this course for? This course is designed especially for consultants who are working in industry or consultants who aspire to become an analytic consultant with SAP. This course is designed for any BO, BI, BobJ consultant working in SAP area, and you would like to embrace the change in the technology, which is allowing you to take your existing analytical reports and dashboards to the cloud. It is also designed for BW consultants who want to consume their existing models like BEX queries in SAP Analytics Cloud using live data connections. Also, some of you might be leading as a Scrum lead role, a team of analytics and want to strategize the analytic journey for your company. In that case, this course is also going to help those Scrum professionals to estimate better and plan the analytic portfolio for your company, inclusive of SSE in the future strategy. Also, any SAP consultant who would like to build amazing dashboards and plan their move to the world of SAP solutions for analytics, this training is also going to help you. So, what is SAP Analytics Cloud? In short, it's a software as a solution like Gmail. To use Gmail, you don't have to install any software in your computer. So, SAP Analytics Cloud is a software as a service offering by SAP for complete BI planning, predictive, and designer capabilities. Your company is having humongous data of transactions stored in their databases or warehouses. You would like to utilize that data and build beautiful charts and graphics to give business more insightful idea about future decisions. It helps businesses to take confident decisions which are contextual, and not just that all, it will also allow businesses to turn insights to actions. So Analytics Cloud is complete for end-to-end decision making. It's confident to make smarter decisions powered by artificial intelligence and machine learning. It is contextual to gain the enterprise ready insights which will help you to take actions within your business processes. And finally, using closed loop scenarios, we can do more beyond analytics, like writing data to your existing ERP or BW system. Why should someone learn Analytics Cloud? Why I should learn Analytics Cloud? What's the main reason? So today, as of now, your company is already using some of SAP on-premise solutions, like for example, BobJ Explorer, Rombi, Lumira Desktop and Discovery, or BobJ Set Analytics. So some of these solutions are completely migrating to Analytics Cloud as part of the BI story. Some of the solutions where you already have some workarounds, for example, for dashboard and app design, you may be using BobJ Designer Studio, Web App Designer, or BobJ Dashboard. You can continue to use SAP Lumira 2.x by 2024. But after that, you must also go to Analytics Cloud as part of strategy. So you can see major part of the BI portion, which is currently done with BobJ solutions, is now going to be done using Analytics Cloud. For regarding reporting, which where you using desktop intelligence or BobJ set analytics, you can use BobJ crystal reports. or you can also use Analytics Cloud. Regarding planning, if some of you coming from finance and planning area where you're doing business planning and consolidation, going forward, the BPC system remains as it is for an on-premise planning solution. But if your company plan to do planning in cloud, then you have SAP Analytics Cloud, which stand along in the cloud portfolio by SAP for planning. So this is why this is the main motivation for us to learn SSE, because most of the existing solutions which you have there for analytics and dashboard designs are being done with Analytics Cloud. So what is the course overview? What can you expect in this training of next 40 hours? We will cover complete end-to-end development using BI, planning, predictive analytic designer. These are four pillars of SSE. In the first pillar, we will learn about building dashboards and digital boardroom. Then we will understand end-to-end planning, including planning jargons. As some of you are not from finance background, we will cover the basics of finance, concept of measures, dimensions, account dimensions, hierarchies, how to build all these things together and submerge them inside reports and stories. We will learn in planning different planning scenarios like simulation, value driver trees, data actions, allocations, what if scenarios, and more on planning. We will also see how to utilize machine learning in Analytics Cloud to predict for better. There are 6 or 7 different type of smart assist features, plus on top 3 custom scenarios which we can build, including time series, regression, and classification. Finally, we have Analytic Designer, which gives scripting capabilities to design custom scenarios with the different widgets like drop down, radio button, check boxes, input fields. You can utilize powerful SSE APIs to perform much more as compared to the designer part. We will also see how to integrate your live data from BW, SAP HANA, and as well as S4 HANA system. I will guide you through how to connect to any on-premise system based on ABAP and then utilize the data. We will also see OData connectivity and writing data back to SAP server. For example, if I want to create a sales order from Analytics Cloud, will you be able to do that? Yes. Closed loop scenario. Now, what do we expect today? Today's scenario is inspired by Tokyo Olympics. We wanted to show Tokyo Olympics data where we want to show total number of medals won by each country on a geo map. We want to show the distribution of gold medals. We will see also a basic report and a table of medals won by each country based on country wise medal. And finally, we also have a small drill down enabled to detail down into the number of medals. This is our scenario. It's a very simple scenario. No matter which background you come from, you can easily understand that because it's very close to real time and the most recent live experience. So how do we achieve this? We will connect our SAP Analytics Cloud system to SAP S4 HANA, where we have a data model called CDS view. Don't worry, this is a demo. If you don't know what is CDS view, we are going to cover that in chapter number 16 more in detail. So you will get comfortable with that. We will build the model in Analytics Cloud. We will create a dashboard and implement the drill down. So let's understand in this process of building our dashboard for Olympics, what are all the steps we are going to see, what are the things which we are going to see, what are the entities and systems we are going to connect to. So on one side, you will see that we will be connecting to a SAP S4 HANA server. So this is going to be my SAP S4 HANA server. And this S4 HANA server will have the data. So I've already created a database table. And on top of this database table for storing Olympics data, I have created a CDS view. So CDS views are nothing but data models in S4 HANA system. Like in your BW system, you have back queries. In your BI system, you have universes. In your HANA system, you have calculation views. Or in your Excel sheet, you have sheets of data. It's similar to that. We're going to discuss more about it in chapter 16. We are exposing the data out, and on the other side, we will use SAP Analytics Cloud System, SAC in short, and we will use a connection to connect first of all to this system. This connection I have already created before the class, but when we go to our connection chapter, I will show you how to also do this connectivity by yourself. Then once this is done, we are going to create a data model. In Analytics Cloud, data model is foundation for building stories and dashboard. And then we are going to create a dashboard also in SSC. We will be using today acquire data model, which means all the data will be loaded from our SAP S4HANA system to Analytics Cloud. So Analytics Cloud behind the scene using a HANA database to store data. HANA is a in-memory database by SAP. So you as a consultant will be connecting to Analytics Cloud system through the browser. You don't have to install anything in your computer. So this will be our flow. So let me first show you this CDS view which I have already created for you all for the purpose of this demo. So this is our CDS view. You can see I am exposing simple Olympics data with the country rank, name of the country, gold medal, silver medal and bronze medal, and total number of medal won by each country. I can just show you a data preview here so that you will understand what exactly our data looks like, how exactly our data looks like. Yes, so it will have each of the countries and their corresponding winning medals which were done in Tokyo Olympics. So we will be utilizing that data, and then we will be consuming this in a dashboard with Analytics Cloud. So let me just go back to Analytics Cloud system, and here in SAC system we have a section called connections. Yes, and in the connections, so don't worry about the server access, about the how do you get the system. We are going to cover that in our next class, how to create your free Analytics Cloud instance to practice. This training is fully powered by hands-on, so you will be able to do proper hands-on. I promise each one of you, you will have enough of exercises in throughout this entire training so that you can practice and master Analytics Cloud. I've already created a connection. As you can see, it's a connection to my SAP S4 HANA system, which I showed you a few seconds ago. This is a tool called Eclipse where we can actually go and see the data and the data models of my S4 HANA system. And the same I've just connected it here. How did I get this connection? So this we will learn in chapter number 14 when I will show you acquired and live data connection. But for now, we already have created a connection for you, and we can get started with creating a data model. So I go to the modeler tab, and here I will create a model. So what is a model? A model is nothing but a container which contains the data, and that is the data which we will supply to our dashboard. In this model, I am going to create model from a data source because we want to connect to our SAP S4 HANA system with the data of Olympics. So I choose the connection which I just showed you a few seconds ago. I click on next. And now on the next screen, we will be providing our data model name. So this is our data model name I will be providing. So it is going to fetch the list of all the available details of my system, and then I am going to utilize that to create a data model. So let me just connect. So I just pass my user ID password to connect to my SAP S4 HANA instance. Let me just check my system is working fine, just to double check if my user is active. And it's also, yeah, so there's some problem with credentials. Just give me a second. I think it is having some connection issue at the moment. Server seems to be down. So that's why I have already prepared a workaround also. So what I've done is I've already created a model. So let me right now choose the workaround. Maybe If by the end of our session, the system is up, then I will show you this connection again. But for time being, I can use the workaround. So I've already created a model for all of you, which will fetch the data from our live system. Let me open that model. So I will go back and I will open the model. So let me just go back and see. Just give me a second. I think it should be working. Let me give it a try. It seems to be down again. So here, let me just check why is the system down. So I should be able to connect to the system and load the live data. There is some problem. Just before the meeting, it was working fine. Give me a second. So this is the live system where we can see already a CDS view, which I have created. And I will be utilizing this CDS view to load all my data. Just give me a second. Let me check. System is down. One second, guys. I'm just checking what could possibly be the reason, or it may be a temporary issue with the system. End-to-end overview. Okay, it's up now. So you can see now here we are going to create a connection. So I will switch over back once again to modeler, and now here I will be using a connection. So you can see this is my Analytics Cloud homepage, and I go to the modeler tab, and here now I will choose my connection from a data source. So we have different models which are already created in the past. Modeler is a section where you can go and check out these existing models. So what we do next is we are going to create a new data model from data source. This is our data source. I will click on that, and then I will be creating a data model. So we will be utilizing the connection which I have just created for this data model. And then for that purpose, we will switch over back and create a new model from a data source. So here in the data source, now I will be using the SAP S4HANA system, and we will again choose our connection for Analytics Cloud to S4HANA. I will click on next, and now you can see it's reading all the data from my SAP S4HANA system. And there you go. You can see all the list of available data models are visible to me. And this is our data model in SAP S4HANA system. I will just put that. So some of you are very new to CDS, data model, S4HANA. Don't worry, we are going to cover all this in our next episode. I will choose our data model, and you can see it has loaded all the data fields like gold medal, bronze medal, total medal, and now I can click on create. So now it is contacting my system, my SAP S4HANA system, the same way you can connect to your BI, BW system in your company. And now I can utilize this data model which I'm creating here. Let me open that, and you will see all the Olympics data will be loaded at front of us. So it is contacting and loading data live from my SAP S4HANA system. It has loaded. You can see countries have come, their medals have come, how many medals these countries have got. Everything has come over here. Fantastic. So I can click on create model now. So model is nothing but it's a container of all the data which you would need in SAP Analytics Cloud. So that is what a model is all about. Yes. So now as part of our scenario, we are going to build a dashboard. So first step is complete. We have created a model. Next step is to create a dashboard. So let's go back to Analytics Cloud. You can see the data upload is complete. And now I can create a story. So stories are nothing but dashboards in Analytics Cloud. So we can create a new story, and here we can choose canvas page. We want to create a canvas page. And in this canvas page here, we can choose what type of control we want to create. So as per our requirement, you saw that we wanted to first build a map. So you can choose different types of control like chart, map, table. All these widgets are standard widgets which are typically available in any kind of system. So now we can go back and choose our data source. You can see this is our data source, this is our model. And in our model, we can also do geo enrichment of data. So you can see this is our model which we have created. If let's say you missed out something to create in model, you can also go back to the model and rebuild this model. So for example, if I want to create a map, then I need coordinates to point out my location on the coordinates. So that's where I am going to go ahead and create a coordinate. So I can go back to geo enrichment, area name. So I'm rebuilding this model again just to show you that it's possible to rebuild the model once it's created. And now I can select team NOC. Team NOC is containing my country details. So this is what I use to add a geo map on the system. You can see geo map has been created. And now if you see there are some errors, we can also delete these errors or we can fix these errors. This is something which is possible. So just to summarize what we have done by far, what we have done by far, we have already created a data model in the system, and this data model is utilizing our SAP S4HANA data, our live S4HANA data, which we are going to use in our data model in our requirement. So using S4HANA connection, we have created that so that we can reuse the data which is already there. So you don't have to create the data all over again. You can completely reuse the data which you already have in your company system. That is the main advantage you get when it comes to working with SAP S4HANA system. Yes. So this is the main advantage, main benefit we get it when it comes to working with SAP S4HANA system. So next step, what we have to do, we have to go back and we have to kind of create a dashboard on top of that model. So we have created that, and now we need the dashboard to create the data model on top of it so that we can utilize the dashboard and we can present the analytics to the user as we desire. So whatever analytics we have to create, that analytics needs to be created on that dashboard. So what in the next step, what I will be doing is I will be creating a chart, I will be creating a dashboard. So in that we will also use a map. So whatever is our requirement. So let's look at the requirement once again. So we have a requirement to also create a map. So now I will go and create a map on our story. And here you can see I have got a geo map. I will add a geo map layer. And now I will choose here country wise model. And we will choose here in the geomap layer. So we have different layers here which we can choose to display the way we want to display the map. Currently you see I don't have a model, which means it doesn't know where to get the data from. So we just created a model from our Olympics data. I will choose that, and now I'll choose here chloropath layer. And you can see our area, which is geo enriched data, the coordinates have come. And now we can choose color as how many medals this particular country has got. So based on total number of medals, the color of the country in the map will be changed. Lighter the color, higher the medals that country has won. So that was our first requirement. There you go. You can see on the geo map, different countries are marked in different colors based on our data in the model. Yes. And you can see lighter the color is, more the number of medals this country has won. So this is how you can see the setup. Good. So now we have got our first requirement completed, where we've got all the map data displaying the medals won by each country. So let's move to the second requirement. Show the distribution of medal per country in a donut chart. So what we need to do now is we need to show a donut chart. So I am going to go to more options and add a chart control. And then we choose the chart type as donut chart. And now we will choose here the medal as gold medal per country. So team NOC is the country field. And you can see it shows me all the medals. I just want to see top 5 countries. So I can just go back to more options and make it top 5. Bam! Zero coding, guys, zero coding to build this kind of amazing dashboards. So next step is to create a table of country type of medal count. So we want to build a complete reporting now. For that, we add a table control again from more options. And I will just drag this little at the bottom. Yes. And now I can choose here the team NOC, and I can choose here more details, gold medal, silver medal, and bronze medal, and total medals. So for each country, what is the total number of medals, and each segment of medal we have added also in a table. This is good for reporting purpose. Next, we want to show what a drill down. So in a drill down, basically what I want to do, I wanted to click on a particular item, and when you click on a particular item, it should filter the data automatically. Okay, before that, let me also add a chart for all the countries and their total medals. So we will add a stack bar column chart to show distribution of medals, gold, silver, and bronze medals per country. So I choose all the three measures, which is gold, silver, and bronze. And now I can choose here the NOC, team NOC, which is number of teams. And there you go, you can see, let's sort the data. We rank the data by the total medals, gold medals, highest to lowest. And now you can see for each country how many models they have won. So you can see we have got the data. Let me expand this whole chart. So it is showing green color as bronze, gold medal as orange, and silver medal as blue. So this is how you can see it is showing a distribution. So it's very good to also show distribution of data. So we wanted to next enable a drill down. Yeah. So to enable a drill down, I will click on a country, and when I click on a country, system should automatically filter my data. Let me make it a little bigger. Okay. So now I click one country in the map, and then based on the selection, based on the click on a particular country, I would like to go back and see how to use the analysis. So let's drill down. We choose linked analysis, and we choose all widgets on the page. And I choose filter on data point selection, which means the moment I click on a country, system should automatically filter my data. So let's go to the view mode now and analyze this. I'm going to click one particular country, India, and watch out these charts on the left and the table. Click on India, and there you go. You see, totally we have got 4 bronze, 1 gold, and 2 silver medals, total 7 medals. And this is the count it is showing. If I click China, or for example Russia, then you can see the Russia has got 20, 28, 23. And if I click China, then you can see they've got 38, 32, and 18, and total now 88 medals China has won. So you can click on a particular country, and then system does a drill down out there to show you the distribution of data. And this is the kind of capability you can do without any coding in Analytics Cloud with live data coming from SAP system, any SAP system like BW or S4HANA. So this is a very, very simple dashboard, easy to understand, no complexity, no business functionality, very simple, very something which you can relate to the real life. So let me move on to some of the frequently asked questions by you in the past. We will first answer them, and then we will move ahead with your question answer live in the system. So is there any prerequisite to learn Analytics Cloud? So with Anubhav trainings, guys, there is zero prerequisite. You don't have to have any prior knowledge. We will include all the fundamentals of SAP BTP, BW, Analytics, BI, Database, HANA, S4 HANA. All this introduction will be part of this training. So what is covered in this course? Everything you need to know about Analytics Cloud, including BI, planning, predictive, designer, digital boardroom, live data connection, and administration. All in one. This is a all in one training which completes everything. So where do I practice? What about server access? So for Analytics Cloud, SAP is offering a free trial. In our next class, I will show you how to set up your free trial, free account with Analytics Cloud. So you will be able to practice end to end. I will be providing you the data sets. I will give you the required Excel sheets and data models and data sets so that you can practice along with us in this training. Will you show the live data connection also in the course? If yes, which systems? So I will show you the live data connection with S4 HANA, BW, BPC, and HANA on cloud. So all these systems I will be using for live data connection. How to enroll the course? What's the duration? The total duration of this training is 40 hours. You can just send us an email on contact@anubhavtrainings.com for enrollment of this training. In this 40-hour, you will be covered everything. So where can I find the detailed course content? You can go to anubhavtrainings.com/analytics-cloud-training. Some of you have already subscribed. So today was just our demo class actually. Our real classes are going to start from tomorrow, where we cover the basic introduction of SAP terminologies. Will I study? Will I also get study material? Yes. I will also share the links for a study material where you can read more if you want theoretical knowledge. But more, we will spend time on practical stuff. Is this a real-time training? Yes, it's all real-time training with case studies, scenarios, exercises. We are going to have case studies. We are going to have a specification document. So what about certification on Analytics Cloud? So I will guide you in one of the unit about certification and the process for applying for certification on Analytics Cloud. It's part of also your curriculum. Can I also attend the course in video mode in case if I miss any class? Yes, guys, you can also attend the course in video mode. Just in case the course doesn't suit you in live mode, the timing doesn't suit you in live mode, you can also attend this training in video mode. Definitely. Even you miss a class or you forgot to watch a class, you can also later on watch the video of the class. So that is completely possible and flexible. Having said that, that's the end from my side. It was just a demo. I wanted to keep it short and simple for all of you to make you understand the basic idea. But of course, our regular classes, which when starts, we are going to cover basic stuff, very basic stuff, as if you are a fresher, as if you are a college fresher. I'm going to start in the same fashion that you are beginner, absolute beginner, have zero idea on SAP, have zero idea on what is HANA, what is SSE, what is BI, what is planning. We are going to cover everything from scratch. This was just a demo. Many of the topics like connection or CDS view or a dashboard, you may not be able to understand today, but as in when we progress in our training, you will get a complete hands-on experience on all that stuff. So that's it from my side. Now it's time for your questions. Your lines are open. You can ask your questions one by one. If you have any questions, I have a couple of questions from the chat. Let me pick them up. Can we share this dashboard to SharePoint? Yes. If the SharePoint is offering you a integration, then you can share this. Usually what you can do, you can export a PDF or PPT out of SSE and that you can put it in the SharePoint and you can consume it. So this is one way, Sugato, but I've not done integration with SharePoint till today. But as of now, what I can say, you can download this dashboard into multiple formats and then you can put it in the SharePoint. How it is helpful and valid for ABAP developers. So ABAP developers are working these days on S4 HANA. So typically in ABAP developer who is a developer who is mainly writing the ABAP code, but some of you developers are not comfortable with coding. So if you are comfortable with coding, go for ABAP on HANA. But some of you are not comfortable with coding. In that case, you can go with Analytics Cloud training as it doesn't require any programming experience. As you saw today in the demo, there is no coding experience. Remember, a company doesn't run on one person. A company runs because of multiple people. In your company, there are so many different people and there are different job responsibilities. There is an ABAP developer whose job is to write ABAP code on S4 HANA in building data models like CDS views, AMDPs. This is what the job of an ABAP developer is nowadays, building Fury applications. So I have a course for this as well called ABAP on HANA and S4 HANA training plus UI5 training. You can go with that training. Then we have the second training, which is second responsibility, which is like BW developers. Their main job is to work with BW system, creating back queries, creating DSOs, extracting, doing a data transformation. Yes, also ETL, extraction, transformation, loading. This is what the BW people usually do. Then there is a BI, BO expert. Their job is to use SAP BOBJ, and that is what nowadays is moving to SAP Analytics Cloud. So they are the people who consume the data coming from BW system, coming from S4 HANA system, and use that to build amazing dashboards, which you just saw a glimpse of it today. Yes. So this is what mainly the duty and the job responsibility of a BI/BW consultant. So now you could be getting multiple experience because things are interconnected. Sometime as a ABAP developer, your company asks you to build analytics. Now there are two options. One is you can use Analytics Cloud. Another is you can build a custom Fury app, custom Fury Analytic app. It's your decision, your choice, which option you want to choose. But having knowledge of Analytics Cloud, at least you know what are the pros and cons of each approach. So if you're willing to become an architect going forward, so you don't want to be an ABAPer for forever. You don't want to work as a developer forever. You would expect a career progression which gives you more opportunities. So when you grow as a senior developer, principal developer, then you grow as associate architect, then an architect. So as an architect, you should have a complete idea of system architecture, complete idea of landscape, and how to utilize the available technology by SAP in your landscape and propose the client, propose your your business about the strategy for adopting analytics and adopting the technology. This is what the requirement is. Now, how do you address that if you have lack of knowledge? So as a consultant, I would see myself as an architect, and I should have idea of each and every area in order to work with that area, try out POCs, try out technologies, and give right suggestion and consultation to my business and my management when a question is asked about adoption of this new technology. So this is what another motive as an ABAP consultant, you can also target yourself to learn Analytics Cloud. I hope I was able to answer Varun your question. Now you can decide you want to just limit yourself to just ABAP or you wanted to expand your horizons to learn multiple variety of technology as most of the things are interconnected, and having a good idea on Analytics Cloud is going to help you in your career as well. Yeah. But those who are not developers, those who are not coding materials, they can learn Analytics Cloud very easily because Analytics Cloud has very little coding. You don't have hard coding time in Analytics Cloud, as it's most of it is drag and drop. Okay, next question, please. Now your lines are open. Please go ahead with your questions if you have any questions. Anyone on the line?
So tomorrow, hi. Tomorrow we join the same way as we joined today.
So the link will be shared. So let me just quickly show you. You must have got the training blog access. Let me just. So it was just a demo. It was just a kickstart of our class today. So I hope you already got our training blog access. This is our training blog access. Everyone would have got it already. This training blog access has everything what you need to know. The self material basically, all the self service you can do from this training block here. So if you come here, you can see we have got demo session today, and after that our classes are scheduled from tomorrow onwards. You can see the videos will also be added soon, and now you can go to class schedule. Here in the class schedule you will find a calendar invite, and this calendar invite has all the necessary details for you to join the regular class. So you can see here today's session, and then you see tomorrow's class. If you click here, you are going to get the link. So please note that this link is subjected to change, and we would strongly recommend you to please follow the link every day. So because this link can change every day. So next class you have to go back to the blog at same time. Of course the timing is going to be same. It's a 2 hour session every day. Today it's just a kickstart, a demo, so we had it for an hour, but going forward it will be 2 hour session every day, 7 to 9 a.m. India time. For most of you, those who are joining from outside India, I guess EST time it's 8:30 p.m. to 8:30 to 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So accordingly, check your time zones, and then you can join the classes on regular basis based on the links available here. All the study material I will be uploading here in the training blog itself. So here you will see our study material tab. Today's session PPT, which I showed you, will be available right after the class in this study material tab. Yeah, so this is how you can just go through this. And of course, today's recording is already on YouTube, but next class recording will be available after 4 hours on the same day on our training blog. So this is our training blog link. Let me also give you the link in the chat.
Hey,
Yes.
Anubhav, actually it is 9:30 p.m. EST, not 8:30.
Okay, 9:30 EST. Okay, 9:30 to 9:30 to 11:30 EST, right? You are saving already daylight hours.
Not really. Maybe, by the time we finish the course, yeah, it was like sometime in November. So, but yeah, we will finish before that.
Okay. Okay, good. Thanks for update, Venkat.
Hi Anubhav, Vikas this side.
Hey, Vikas.
Yeah, thank you so much for such a wonderful session. It was really great. Anubhav, just 2 points from my side. Nowadays, companies are showing a lot of security concerns, especially if something is relating to cloud. So, are you going to cover some security concerns? How to address those security concerns in your sessions? So that
So,
is first point.
okay. So first question is, let's
And
say there are two roles, Vikas. So one role is basically a SAC consultant, and the second role comes is SAC admin. Now, security is a very vast topic. Only one person can't address the security. So there are two types of concerns here. One is SAC consultant concern and one is admin concern. So admin is the person who is responsible for creating users in Analytics Cloud. They are the person who are responsible for creating connections. Yes, this is what admin does. So this is one type of security which admin address. This course is not a admin training. So we are not going to consider the security concerns related to admin. Then comes his SSC consultant. SSC consultant can bring data two ways in Analytics Cloud. One is get load entire data inside SSC system like we did today. Second is load the data live. Basically, don't load the data, get the data live when your story runs, when your dashboard runs, then you load the data live. In case of data loaded in Analytics Cloud, the security and data logs should be performed in Analytics Cloud itself. Yes. So this part we will cover in the course. But in case you're loading data from live, where you can use a BW, S4, BI, BPC, HANA, then the security part which you see actually in Analytics Cloud, it is not subjected to SAC because data is not coming and sitting in SAC. Data is coming live. So all the security which you want to do should be applied in the source system. And then you should be comfortable with the source system, corresponding source system to learn the security. Like in SAP S4HANA, when we build CDS view, we have a concept of DCL. So you have to apply DCL. You should know DCL, what is DCL and how to work with DCL in S4. This is covered in my separate training called SAP S4 HANA cum ABAP on HANA training. You can join that training after this course to learn how to apply security in S4 HANA data. So that is subjected to each and every subsystem, child system. So it is impossible for me to cover in 40 hours all these systems. Each of these is a separate course.
okay.
Does that make sense? But this part
Yeah.
which you see here, we will cover here in the
Okay.
current course.
All right. And Anubhav, one more point. Companies are having other cloud solutions also, let's say Ariba or Hybris, whatever it
Uh-huh.
is. So will you cover the connectivity from multiple sources also? Because let's say some data I want to fetch from Ariba system, some data I want to fetch from S4 system simultaneously. So will you cover the connectivity from multiple source and make a single dashboard?
Okay, good question. So understand here, we have two types of system broadly categorized. One is internet based, which means already on the cloud, and one is intranet. So you have a on-premise system here and you have a cloud system here. On-premise system typically are your S4, BW, BI, BPC. These are on-premise system. So this is one type of connection. So what matters for us is that where the system lies. Is it protected by firewall? Is it behind the firewall? Is it in your corporate network? Or is it already a cloud system like Ariba, Fieldglass, Concur, SuccessFactor, yes, Salesforce? These are cloud systems. So the way connectivity happens, it differentiate between both the systems. So in general, I will talk about OP versus internet. What is cloud connector? What is analytic agent? What is adapter? We will also cover use cases for S4, any ABAP based system, basically any NetWeaver based system that we will completely cover. Plus, we will cover HANA Cloud. But unfortunately, I don't have Ariba, Fieldglass, SuccessFactor. If you can arrange a Ariba, Fieldglass, SuccessFactor system, I can also show connectivity with them as well. But in general, my goal will be to teach you basics of connection. What is connection? How to establish, how to consume data. Yes, that is my goal. So you will need to understand the system design, how the system works, and then based on that provisioning, how it is being designed, you can connect with any system of your choice in
Okay.
your company. So idea is to
All right.
understand how SAC works in general, how connection works in general. Coming to the exact thing, what we are going to see, we will learn S4, BW, all the ABAP based system basically, and also HANA Cloud for the cloud connection. Yeah, but these systems I don't have with me, unfortunately, so I can't show that. However, however, I will show you building story. I have downloaded this data already from a demo system, from different demos, as and when I visit a customer or as and when I visit any demo system in my career. Usually a lot of demo systems you come across in your career. I have already gone through these demo systems and I've downloaded the data, and that data set is available with me. So we will be utilizing this data set in our training. So you will see here I have data sets which I have collected from these different system actually. So you see C4C, Hybris Cloud, Sales Cloud, Concur, Fieldglass, S4HANA, SuccessFactor. So I have data in the flat file format with me, which is coming from these systems. And I will show you building dashboards on top of that.
Okay, that's great, Anubhav.
Mhm,
And Anubhav,
Yeah.
just your suggestion on one thing. Like I'm coming from a functional background, SAP functional background.
mhm.
So I want to shift to analytics now because I'm seeing like it's having a great future. So this course obviously will help me. Like you said, like you will cover from the very basics, terminology, and everything, right? I
Yes.
mean, that's what my understanding is.
So let me
Correct?
show you the slide of the last batch which I've recently completed in the month of August 2020. It was started. It was completed last month. Okay, this is UI5. 1 second. Sorry. So this is the most recent batch which we completed. I'll just open the PPT for that. Our next session, tomorrow's class, is all about basics. So if I go to our tomorrow's session, I mean just showing, sensitizing you all what we are going to cover in next class. So you see here, what is on-premise? I'll start with that. What is on-premise system? What is cloud system? What's the difference? What is cloud offer? What is SAP BTP? What is HANA? What is S4 HANA? What is ERP? How ERP works? Where does SAC fits into the ERP? Yes. What is SAC? What is the history of SAC? What is the strategy given by SAP for SAC? Architecture of SAC, references, certification guide, study material. So you see every single basics, even what is measure, what is dimension. We're going to go to that level of understanding. So even college fresher can learn Analytics Cloud who have zero idea of what SAP is. They can also join my training and they can learn. And then we slowly drill down to the more advanced stuff, more complex stuff. Because this course is not just about making it easy. This course is about making it at the same time difficult. Machine learning we're going to learn end to end. Complete machine learning we will cover in this course, which is required to build machine learning scenarios, you see. All of this we will be covering in the class. Okay, some of you are now feeling very tensed while looking at this. Don't worry. This is super easy. You all will learn it. Next question.
Anubhav, I have a question. Like you said, like there are two types of connections. One is live and the other one is a data
Acquired.
load, right?
Acquired.
Okay. So basically, like, if you run the report, right, run the report dashboard, right? So if it is a live connection, so it directly talks with the database and then give you the
Right.
data, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So if I am using the data load, right, what is the maximum GB that it can load the data?
Okay. I would rephrase your question because it will be difficult for me to tell what is maximum GB of data, because it's the same question. Is like if I open facebook.com, how much time the Facebook will respond me to? Will it respond same for you and your friends? No, na. So we are running a cloud application. You cannot guarantee the response time in few seconds, but understand that when you're doing analytics, you are not going to load line item level data. Let me rephrase his question. His question is broadly about he's concerned about the performance. So usually in a typical live data model, you are talking to the live data. And let's imagine there is a live data of sales order, and sales data has 20 billion records. Now, if I'm
No.
reading,
See, yeah, I get it. I get it. But what I'm trying to ask here is like, I'm not sure if you're aware about the Power BI, the maximum there is like, 1 GB, 2 GB, like, the data that it can load initially, right? So I'm, coming in that way. I mean,
okay, so
let's say like
there
you,
we have pagination capability. So we can actually decide the pagination. So there is a query setting, which I will show you when I create a live data model. You can go to model
okay,
preferences and you can do the query setting. So I got your point. But the second
okay,
concern and
so,
question comes also is, what about I have 20 billion records in my system and Analytics Cloud
mhm.
is using a live data model? What will happen to
Okay.
performance now? This is second question which usually people ask. So guys,
You
when you
you
hit this
cannot
data,
you cannot retrieve everything from
uh,
database, right? 20 billion records. So
you
there
cannot.
should be some filters which filters the data. So yeah,
No,
I mean,
not just
yeah.
filter, not just filter. Let's understand. Analytics Cloud main purpose is to build analytics, like
Mm-hmm.
something like this. So you are having
I know.
20
Yeah.
billion sales order, but maybe your business of the company is only in 10 countries.
Mm-hmm.
So what you need to do is you just need to read 10 records where you need
Song I should get
country name
country.
and what is the sales.
Okay, so it's more of a visualization you are saying.
Yes. So SAC is mainly doing visualization. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So you will only need 10 records. You don't need 20
Mm-hmm.
billion record. So that's where we have concept
Yeah.
of aggregations. So we apply
Yeah.
aggregates
Okay.
to load only the data which is going to minimize the data transfer to the analytics cloud in live data connection.
Okay. So in the load data, when we actually schedule the refresh, right? How it is going to work? Is it going to truncate and reload, or it is going to get the updates?
So that's where we have the load data settings. So if you go with acquired data model, what you can probably do when you go to, let's say, acquired data model, let me see if I have a model where I can show. I think I've deleted this model. Okay, we have it. So if when you go to the data model, you can go to data management, and here you
Okay.
have a possibility to choose the settings. All of this we are going to cover more in detail in coming classes. So when you go
Sure.
here, you
Totally agree.
yeah, you can choose how you want the data update to happen. You want to append, update, clean and replace.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. So all these things and possibilities are there, but these things are like kind of very detailed things which I can't cover just in a demo right away.
No,
You
no, no,
will
no,
not
no.
be
I
able to
totally agree.
understand if I
Yeah.
do that today.
No, no, no. I'm trying to understand. Basically, I'm from Oracle
Additionally, we have
Cloud, and
incremental load feature where you can apply certain filters, where you can say, I don't want to load this type of or this sort of data because I know that this data was already loaded. Do a incremental load. So this is also another amazing feature called incremental
yeah,
load.
basically incremental will fetch whatever there are updates and if
Extra, yes, whatever extra data is there.
newly created ones.
Correct.
Yes, yeah, I know. Yeah,
So this,
I'm from Oracle Cloud, so
oh,
I'm just like you.
so Oracle
So
Cloud
yeah.
Platform. Okay, you're already working on OCA.
Yeah, I've been I'm with Oracle for last 18
Why
years with
why you
Oracle
want to learn
Cloud.
Analytics Cloud? Isn't Oracle Analytics Cloud so good to
No, 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 it's not about that, but I'm really interested. Like I love to learn all clouds. So I just
okay.
want to mix. That's where actually I'm trying to understand. But as far as I know, like I have created connections, I have created dashboards and everything. But the predictive I like the most. I don't see that in Oracle Cloud. So this is where really promising me. Just want yeah.
Mhm. Just to tell, I have also students from stock exchange, stock markets. They have no idea
Okay.
about technology. They don't want to become a consultant, technical software consultant at all, but they wanted to use Analytics Cloud to predict stock market share prices using predictive
Uh,
feature of Analytics Cloud. So they also
yeah.
joined my course in last batch, and they did a lot of Bitcoin
Yeah.
analysis and a lot of this kind of
Sure. Sure.
predictive
Sure. Sure.
analytics with the Analytics Cloud. So anyone can learn Analytics Cloud. Even a college fresher
Yeah.
can
Right.
learn
Right.
Analytics Cloud.
Right, right, true. Agree with
Uh,
you. I mean, I have built like
hello.
some dashboards. Yeah.
Yes. Next question, please.
Yeah, actually, how do we share this dashboard with management? Means how do they get do they log in, or I can share some link in the intranet or something where they can just click on the link and view this dashboard?
Good question. So let me go to an existing dashboard. I'm sure I can find some from my previous batch. So here is a dashboard which you see on the screen, and you can see the share button.
Right.
It's as simple as that. You click on share
Okay.
button and then you just share, and it will give you a link. That link you give it to anyone because it's cloud. That's the benefit na, for the cloud.
Okay. 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 And it's a live. It's a since connectivity is live, they also say it live. Means if they say it one day
Depends on
later, the
connectivity.
data changes.
So as I showed you at the beginning of the class, there are two types of connection: live data connection and acquired data connection. So if the
Okay.
connectivity is live data, it will show live data. If the connectivity is acquired
Okay.
data, then it will show the loaded data. So you see live data connection and acquired data. Two types are there.
Okay. Okay. So basically, what I want to ask is that today I shared this link the way you have showed now. Some management people sees the data today, and they again tomorrow they go and see the want to see the data. So the latest data will be shown over there, right?
Depends on your data updates. So if you go to a acquired data, let's say if I go to model,
No, live. I'm talking about live.
yeah, live data, yes. If you're using live data connection, then they even why today, why tomorrow? After 10 minutes, they see if there is a transactional change.
This is
They will
okay.
see live data
Okay.
only. Yes,
Okay.
cool. So that's the end of today's session. I hope you enjoyed the demo. It was just basic demo, guys. We are going to start our session from tomorrow with the basic terminologies of Analytics Cloud and also SAP terminologies. As you saw, some of you have no experience or not much idea on SAP world. So these terminologies or these terms are going to many time trouble us. What is HANA? What is S for HANA? So the moment I say HANA, you're immediately you should grab the word HANA and you should understand what HANA means. So this is the whole idea we will be spending time on in our next class. So that's the end of today's session. See you tomorrow at the same time. Have a nice day.